NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Lions and the Vikings. And it comes your way next.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
It's hardly an exaggeration to say that Goff has revitalized his career these last couple of years. And he was rewarded for it during the offseason, as Detroit has certainly made sure everyone knows he's their quarterback for the future. It's clear that they believe in him, and he's done nothing to sway them from that belief.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd down and 6 now. Now it's gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. A give right side for Gibbs. Shifts by him, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is McCarthy. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Goff. Steps away. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Escapes the defender. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Naylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks just be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. To throw is Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Gibbs straight ahead. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air with McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Goff. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Looking to throw McCarthy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but really late here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Titans in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes there for Will Levis. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. Jackson Smith and Jigba, a touchdown catch in that first half. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, what a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10.
On play action, now McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out comes Minnesota. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
A try here for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's over the middle. He finds Naylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. He will push his way down to about the 14. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now McCarthy. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Akers will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Throwing is McCarthy. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that will a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it all for the touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Goff. Rolling to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get this down to the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll go again with Gibbs. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Detroit, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our